Hello and welcome to this turn 10 of this YouTuber's multiplayer Dominions 4 series. And as like all the other channels and playlists and shows, these are secret turns. So if you are watching other people's streams and videos, please don't share any secret information with me in the comments. So the idea is that we don't have access to other people's videos, and we would like it to keep that way to keep the game, the integrity of the game high. So Asphodel, if you've been following, has been ravaging around my countryside, being very aggressive, attacking me, sieging my capital, spreading his forces into smaller little armies, and that continues. So let's have a look at the first battle. I actually attack him with a So this is me trying to recapture one of the Asphodel provinces, and I'm very surprised here. I expected almost no defenses, but what he's done here is he has... this is province defense. So he bought a huge amount of province defense, hoping that I would, I guess, attack with a weak force. And you can actually see here's my eldest dwarf here, and I'm very paranoid about this little guy, because he has so few hit points. So I've got a bunch of spearmen whose job is to guard them. My pioneers are up front, and this is all province defense. So I'm capturing the province back, which is good. It's exactly what I want to be doing. It actually goes alright, but I was very surprised to see it. I was surprised by this, but fortunately it doesn't go badly. It just cost him a fair chunk of money. Militia and archers really aren't that good at fighting pioneers. Again, it's their armor protection that is really keeping them quite safe. And yeah, they should just start running. So I'm really starting to capture my provinces back, and things are starting to look up for, you know, the Olmish Empire. Okay, so now I attack my capital. It's been a while since I've had my capital. Now, the last turn information I had was that he was sieging it with just one little mannequin. So now he brings up 5 black centaurs, which are actually a really strong unit, especially with their buffs, and a few other little nonsenses. But I think he's been using the stealth characteristic to great effect, because I didn't see this army at all last turn. And a lot of these units here are actually stealthy, so I think that's what he's really relying on, and I think that's what... I didn't see these centaurs last turn, so no idea where they came from. I think they're stealthy, or I mean, they came from the province next door, right? But didn't see them. So I had all my priestsmiths on flying stones, flying shards. Not very effective, but there's not all that much I can do without them at this point. So also a bunch of earth grip, which I thought would be a little bit effective. And you can see the centaurs regenerating health because of their Nature 9 pretender that they have. So fortunately this battle also goes quite well for me. These black centaurs are going to die, so that's really happy about that. They're a tough unit, that's for sure. Okay, and then he attacks me in this province here. So he's attacking me here with his prophet, McHurney, and these 5 black centaurs, and they're going against this mostly group of barbarians. And got 18 damage on this one, or 13 damage, but gets a health regen and 10-18 damage here. So they get damage in, but not enough before their rout. So these black centaurs that are in my rear over here are just, they've caused me an utter headache. I just don't know how to deal with these, or how I should play this next one. I mean, back and forth thinking where and how to move my armies. I just didn't know. I got an unexpected event to Runia, I got more luck, so, well, that's not bad. Proclamation of Shinuyama. I'm only making a profit now, which I guess is a bit late, but fine. And I got the messenger from man. Greetings, fellow humans. We thank you for your most valuable intelligence on the movements of the forces of Asphodel. We should be able to join you after the spring in 6 months. Our forces are bogged down in the mountain passes, but we will be returning to the wastelands soon. In the meantime, we wish you all strength and good fortune in the Knights of the Grail. 6 months is a lot longer than I was hoping for, but fortunately my battle with Asphodel is going well-ish. So, yeah, so he must have found himself on the wrong side of a mountain pass, I think, is the only real potential solution thing that happened. So he told me he was over here. So maybe his army is over here, and one of the reasons why we chose this map was because it has mountain passes and lakes that can freeze over and or melt. So it opens up more options, especially with the heat scales, in terms of allowing passages through these things. So I think his army got caught on the wrong side. He talked about trying to be given or have access to these two provinces, but he's nowhere near at all. So it's really maybe a little bit premature. Actually, no, I want the spy to go down here because I want to get ahead of the Asphodel's scouting information. So I've kind of been able to encourage, is the right word, man up here, that's DasTactic, and Tortuga, son Shinuyama down here, to all go against Asphodel, and I hope that's working. And although I think Daz is trying, it's going to be a while since he'll be able to do anything useful. Shinuyama, as far as I can tell, he has these provinces. He says he knows where his capital is. It's definitely around here somewhere. So I'm moving my spy here forward to try and figure out exactly where it is. So Tortuga is coming to help, that is for sure. Asphodel is setting up reinforcements. I keep killing them. I've got a great choke point here. So my capital, what I'm doing here is I've got this commander here with all 40 pikeneers. He is all filled up. He doesn't have I don't have enough command on him to put all the other units on him. So I'm having to give units to my priest smiths to command, and that's not actually what I want to be doing. I'd much rather them be researching, but I need them to defend the capital. So these 3 units with the armies underneath them are under patrol. This means that if Asphodel comes to attack my province, I'm actually going to actively defend in the field and not automatically retreat to the province, their castle, and be sieged again, because I'm tired of being sieged. And theoretically, if he attacked it with 1 unit, and I didn't have anything on patrol, or they got through my province defense, then they'll be sieged again, and that'd just be, I've already been set back too much by that. In terms, I didn't have enough money this turn to do all the things I want, not even close. So I'm building all the pikeneers I possibly can, and then I bought some province defense on my capital. It's a choke point, right? So if he ever wants to come into my provinces, he has to go through here. So I bought province defense, you're up to 12, and I want to kill this guy, but I don't know how to do it. I've got this army down here, and the thing is, if he... Oh jeez, if he moves over, if I move out of this province, there for example, and he moves down in here, then he cuts off these provinces from my capital, and then I lose this province, and I lose that province, and it's not nice. In terms of income, because I all need to be able to trace a part of my capital. I'm also moving this commander down here. I've got a bunch of woodsmen up here to collect up into another army. And I also really want to side search with my dwarf. So what I've actually decided to do is I've actually buffed up the province defense in here, and you can see here I've actually got 5 heavy cav and all this. So I'm not sure if he attacks this province, I'm not sure if it's enough to actually defeat him. It might be, but definitely I think they'll be able to kill at least a few centaurs. So that's my thinking here. There's also a few little nonsenses. So I'm just going to defend this province. These guys are going to stay put. Conrad's going to stay put here. I guess I'm hoping he's just going to do something foolish and attack something he shouldn't. So the way my thinking is that if he attacks here, he gets hurt. If he attacks here, he gets destroyed. If he attacks here, he gets destroyed. If he attacks this, he gets it, which is sad. But I'm also sending a commander from here to here, which is very fortunate that he happened to be there. But next turn, I'm going to have a whole bunch more pikeneers, and I think my strength position is going to really increase next turn. So I'm thinking about just staying put, using forces, defending, consolidating my position. I definitely want to get this throne, but I don't want to get it too soon, because that is a huge advertisement to everyone that, because it's a level 2 throne that I'll be winning, and you never want to be winning this early in the free-for-all. But I really do want it. The only real benefit this throne will give me is Dominion spread, but my Dominion right now is actually fairly good all over the map, so it's not really a pressing issue. But regardless of what happens, I'm sure there'll be more battles next turn courtesy of Asphodel, so join us again next time for 2011. Okay, bye!